Okay. China Mari, I'm gonna call you out. What you're doing is not okay, and I'm obviously not gonna be petty about it because I'm not like those comments over there who are literally being petty about just an OC. Like, I get it, it's Sky, but like, you understand that it's an OC version, right? Anyway, China Mari, I do want to ask if you have Discord because I do want to talk to you. Okay? I want to be your friend. I would love having you as my friend. But if we're gonna be friends, then that means I need to be able to talk to you about these conversations, these hard conversations, and have a mature conversation with you. Because obviously, I don't know if these guys in the comments are actually being mature. Now, I will say this. You have credited fake Stella for the ideas. But did you actually ask her if it was okay? Like, I've watched some of your videos, okay? Another thing I noticed was, like, in Noah Cervellera's post, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, Noah. I'm so sorry. But, I've seen Noah Cervellera's post, and I agree with him. It's hard to be original these days. I use templates because they're a bit easier to find. I do make my own ideas sometimes, but I just mostly use templates. Sometimes when you are on an art block or have literally no motivation, it's harder to become a little bit creative. And China, I understand you like Simon X Double. I do too. I love Simon X Double. I like Ratty X Double. But when you made them lick, that just felt a little bit. I just felt a little bit weird about it. Like, it's disgusting to the point where I'm like, hey, how far is this gonna go? And I'm not okay with. Now, I'm not saying this to be rude or to start any drama, but I'm not okay with Sky being a literal adult. Here's why. Sky is 14, right? 14. That means, China, what you can obviously do is age your OC down. Because I've seen a lot of comments be like, oh, why don't you just age him down and make them be friends? Guys, do you not understand that Sky's 14? Teen. Not 4. Okay? I'm pretty sure we had to talk about this, but if we didn't, there's an emphasis on the word teen for a reason. A 14-year-old can date, obviously. They can be lovers. China, you can just age the OC down. You guys can still be lovers. But if it's And I know it's just for an AU. You don't have to change the AU in any way, except for the characters' ages. And I know about the fan children too. They're still your fan children. You can decide what you want to do with them. Obviously, no one else owns the basic designs or the characters, well, except for Sky, who's owned by Namco, but Namco doesn't want to be associated with Spunky. You own these characters. You can do whatever you want with them. Like, if they're like canonically in a family, then yeah, that's when it becomes a problem when you're trying to, like, you don't want to make them kiss. I would love to have these mature conversations with you, China, but if you have Discord or WhatsApp, I'm up for it. You know where to find me, obviously. So yeah, if you want to talk, then we can obviously just talk. I do want to mention that you have to, like, at least be a little bit creative, because, like, YouTube as a whole right now is, like, literally uncreative because of AI. We want to combat that. So yeah, just be a little bit more creative, express yourself. Now, with the whole Sky ordeal, I get it. He's 14. But a 14-year-old can date a 15-year-old. They can date a 16-year-old. It just becomes a problem when it's like a 23-year-old. Like, in the past, when China when her teen minor OC literally loved Sky, y'all had no complaints about it. But now, when they, like, grew up and had, like, love as adults, y'all are now suddenly complaining about it. Why do we think that it is okay to literally support Sky and China Mari in the past, but not now? Like, it's Sky. It's just a character. I get it. I treat him as my son, but that doesn't mean I own him. And that doesn't mean y'all own him either. So, since China literally owns that version of Sky, then she can do whatever the hell she wants with Sky. But let's talk about another example. So you've seen those, like, Misfit Sky stuff, right? Where the content farms are literally saying, oh, she's 18 or 19, or, like, first of all, Sky's a boy. Sky's a boy, not a girl. Second of all, it's your lore, your game, your characters, by the way. So yeah, you can do whatever the hell you want. Now here's the thing, Ratty X Sky is also not good. I hated that ship. I don't even know why people support that ship, because that's not good. that is not a good ship. That's actually one of the world's worst ships. Minus the, yeah, I'm not gonna say what it is, but you know what it is. You know what it is, and I know if you support it, you know who you are. Cause that is a ship I want to clearly avoid, but I bet that you've obviously seen said ship. And no, this is not correlated to SkyX Shinamari, so shut up. The ship that I'm going to be referring to from now on, that's most likely uncanny and similar to the SkyX Rally ship, is another ship I don't really want to talk about because it's from a different fandom and it's so gross that even I had trouble comprehending that ship. Yeah, if you've thought of Danny's World, you're correct. Cause one of the Danny World ships, like Toodle X Rogers. First of all, Toodles is like a minor. No confirmed age from Quell. And Rogers can be seen as like the parent, the dad of Toodles, or something else. I don't know why people think it's okay to ship them. And even Pebble X Toodles, like, what the heck? Why does that ship exist? Like, you know better. And obviously with China, I mean, she's still a kid. I think she's about 15. I don't know. But she's immature, and that's okay. We do not expect teenagers to suddenly be mature unless they're like 17 or 18. Okay? Again, if you want me to talk to you, China, I obviously can. You know my Discord. You obviously know my channel. Like, you've obviously seen my channel. Or, well, you've seen my comments. So yeah, let's have a talk. We get to talk about this. Obviously, I'm not videoing it for purposes, but I'm just gonna write down any information I have from you. But, oh, sorry about that. I just suddenly tasted something weird. I think it was like mouthwash or something. Nope, it was hand sanitizer. Ew, 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 ew. I do not like the taste of those chemicals.